You know your business and what makes it unique. You know your customers, what they're looking for, and how your products and services can make a real difference for them. But how do you get all that across in a 15-minute meeting? It's easy to feel the pressure when you think your whole growth plan depends on what happens in the space of 900 seconds. Getting potential customers or new and future buyers to sign on the dotted line takes a lot of work. It goes without saying that you have to be prepared. You need to target your audience and know the requirements inside out. But after you've laid the groundwork, it's all about the delivery, your presentation. That's your opportunity to turn a sales meeting into an example of what sets your company apart from the competition. My name is Lynn Cote, and I'm a sector advisor at EDC. I've organized dozens of matchmaking meetings between Canadian companies and foreign buyers, and I've seen firsthand what makes the best pitches work. Over the next 20 minutes, I'm going to share with you 8 best practices for making a pitch meeting as successful as it can be. Know your audience, understand the market, choose the right buyers, keep it short and simple, pitch your value, save the demo for last, follow up actively, and finally, maintain a customer management system. Now, let's take a look at some scenarios that illustrate the importance of each of these in action.
Hello, I'm Martin. Thanks for taking the time to meet with me today. I'm excited to tell you about my company, No Spills. Our product is multifunctional, which makes it a must-have for everyone. So far, we're featured in more than 200 outlets, ranging from clothing stores to grocery stores.
Martin's got the right idea, starting off with what makes his product relevant. But there's an opportunity to do even more. The most important start to a good sales pitch is to know your buyer. Do your research. Understand their business, their challenges, their opportunities, and how your product can help. It's not about why your product is good for everyone, but why it'll work for this buyer specifically. It's all in the specifics, the details that'll help you present your product in the right context. You need to understand how it's going to be used by your buyer. Will it be a manufacturing input or something resold to someone else? Is this customer a wholesaler or a distributor? Culture, country, and personal preference also play roles in determining how you present your offering. Of course, you have to make sure you cover the basics, company information, and the talking points that apply to every potential customer. But adapt the agenda to suit this buyer's needs. Prepare for Q&A in advance by listing potential questions and scripting your answers. And be ready to switch things up on the fly based on the feedback you get as the meeting unfolds. Okay, so you know the audience. What about the bigger picture reality they live with? The next thing you need to be solid on is understanding the market.
I'm Anthony, and my company is Crunch Bakery. I'd like to talk to you about our cookies and what makes them unique. Look, I know that grocery stores in Singapore have a great selection of cookies, but trust me, you've never had any like ours. They taste like chicken. Everything tastes more or less like chicken, right?
So Anthony's trying to use some humor here to win over the room. But in international business, humor sometimes doesn't carry all that well, and instead of warming things up, can lead to awkwardness. In this case, Anthony's talking to someone from Singapore. We found that many Asian companies prefer a straightforward pitch focused on hard facts and figures. His joke won't likely go over very well. If you really want to make a good impression, you need to be aware of these kinds of potential faux pas. You also have to get up to speed on any legal requirements specific to the market. Local and federal regulations, import duties, taxes, customs, shipping requirements, potential safety issues. Again, it comes down to preparation and research. You've got to know your market, its customs, and its laws. Do some research into the latest trends in the industry. Find out what kind of competition you may encounter in the market. Local and Canadian resources such as Chambers of Commerce, the Trade Commissioner Services, or EDC can all help you access these kinds of insights. So you know your audience and your market. What's next? Making sure you're targeting the right potential buyers. Let's see what Julie's working on.
We just received an invite to do some matchmaking meetings at the Skyline Trade Show. The organizer has 15 buyers looking for engineering services. It could be a great way for us to meet some potential new customers, but I wonder if they'll all be interested.
More meetings can mean more opportunities, but casting a wide net doesn't always lead to a great catch. You need to know if the buyer's a good fit for you. Are they looking to procure a product or service from Canada? Have they identified need for your product or service specifically? Do you meet their screening criteria? Do they meet yours? If you haven't picked the right buyers, you might be wasting your time and theirs. Once again, it pays to do your research. Now, the one thing that's true of almost every customer is that time is precious, which is why it always pays to keep it short and simple. Andrew's about to find that out.
So that brings us to the official beginning of greenware. Here on slide 32, you can see that out of that basic research, we started a family-owned business in 1987 with just 5 employees in one small Alberta town. Our mission was to find a way for families to eat, store, and warm their food without having to worry about harmful health effects. That led to the discovery of a unique material once used by apothecaries to store medications in the...
Andrew's enthusiastic about his company, its history, and path to success. That kind of passion can be contagious, but it's important to keep your pitch short and simple. Few potential customers have the time to sit through a lengthy presentation. Keeping your pitch brief and focusing primarily on your product's key differentiators has the greatest impact. Don't overload your audience with information. Focus on your value proposition. 5 key points are memorable, any more might not be. The topic of pitching to your value brings me to my next point. Witness Karen.
As you're probably aware, Canada is famous for its maple products. Like most of the companies in the industry, we're located in the heart of the forest, where every year we collect 100,000 liters of maple sap and convert it into a wide variety of Canadian-made maple products.
Karen does a great job of highlighting what makes Canadian maple syrup unique, but what makes her company, Maple Inc., unique? That's what this customer really wants to know. Tell your buyer what makes your product perfect for them. Make sure to point out any relevant certifications or accreditations that will be meaningful to this customer. If sustainability is important, spotlight your company's environmental record. Discuss the successes you've had in other foreign markets and who your customers are. Highlight the benefits of your product and how it can address this specific buyer's needs. Most of all, focus on what makes your company unique in the context of what your audience values most. After you've set up the benefits and distinct value of your product, then you can get into demoing it.
Hi, I'm Michael with Apps on the Run. We're a leading mobile app developer in Canada, and I'd love to show you some of our most successful programs. First, we have Trainware, which is a mobile app used to track the location, delays, and stops for all subway routes in downtown Toronto, fully equipped with GPS, geolocation, alerts, and more. We've also got a mobile app called Doctor Find, which helps Canadians search for walk-in clinics and their hours of operation, doctors that are accepting new patients, patient trial information, and provides a social networking forum. And then...
Your demo is an exciting element of your presentation, and there's no doubt your buyer is going to want to see your product in action. But if you jump straight into the demo, you won't have covered the key business essentials first, meaning your demo is happening in a bit of a vacuum. You've got to lay the groundwork, building a relationship and helping your buyer understand how your products can address his or her specific needs. When it comes to your demo or your samples, consider what's most appropriate for the situation. If your product is small enough, bring it along. If you're a large industrial manufacturer, a dynamic video or engaging brochure will be essential. If you decide to leave materials behind, make sure they're prepared well ahead of time and presented in a professional package that's easy to take home. For example, on a USB stick. Marketing materials should be detailed and specific with plenty of photos and images. Include a list of product types, packaging, materials, specs, and price lists. You might also want to include the ports you ship to and from, and any relevant certifications. And if you're presenting to a buyer from a foreign market, it might be worth producing the material in the local language. All right, the meeting's done, but your job isn't over. Key to getting the most out of your 15 minutes with the client is making sure you carry those 15 minutes forward. 2 words, follow up.
Thanks for taking the time to meet with me. Take a look at these brochures and price lists. And if you have any questions at all or would like a follow-up meeting, I'll be back in the office in 2 weeks. Don't hesitate to contact me. I'd be happy to talk things over with you further or to discuss some other options that might work for your company.
It's great that Laura talks about next steps, since that's the best thing you can do to prevent your lead from cooling. But don't wait too long to schedule a follow-up meeting. Being proactive helps you look eager, committed, and professional. It's all about how you build and nurture relationships, and that creates new opportunities. Send a follow-up email right after your meeting, or at latest the next day. If you're going to be delayed, have someone else do it on your behalf. Deliver on any commitments, and make sure you stay in touch over the next few weeks or months. Find out if you can leverage social networks like LinkedIn. Create calendar reminders to send the occasional email or make a courtesy call. As you learn more about your contacts' interests, send them links or articles to keep your meeting fresh in their mind. All of this ties in with my final tip: how to manage your customer relationships over the long term.
Wow, that was a busy trade show. I collected about 100 business cards. Can you work these into our card portfolio? Thanks.
CRM, or customer relationship management, is becoming a sales must-have, and with good reason. It collects customer data from a variety of sources, creating a holistic, real-time view of each prospect and customer so that you can make quick, informed decisions. When it comes to software to manage your customer data, there are plenty of applications to choose from. You can search the web for open source CRM options, or even start by creating a contact in Outlook or Google. All you need is a way to record company and contact information for prospects, customers, distributors, financial institutions, or whoever else you deal with. Keep adding to the profile whenever you connect with the company, on a call, in an email, or in a meeting. The more you know about your future buyers, the better you can tailor your pitch. All right, we've seen what you can do to improve your presentation. Now, let's see what it looks like when all these best practices are followed.
Given your interest in distributing vitamins to that new German pharmacy chain, I think we might be a perfect fit. I'll take a few minutes to explain why, and please stop me anytime you have any questions. So our company has been working on vitamin products for 3 decades. Over the past 5 years, we've started exporting to Europe with products in more than 200 stores in 3 countries. We're ready to expand. We have the ability to package and prepare labels in multiple languages and to meet country-specific requirements. We've done this already in Spain and France, listing ingredients in descending order by weight to separate out possible allergens. But it's not just about the label. It's what's inside that counts. We've developed a system to tailor our vitamins to our customers. We're packing our vitamins with a variety of options based on the most common deficiencies. And we encourage our consumers to purchase our Pocket Dietary Tracker, which lets them record their daily food consumption and manage an appropriate vitamin solution based on their specific needs. It's a trademark system that maximizes the benefits of our vitamins to every consumer on a daily basis. I've brought along a sample kit that illustrates the solutions, color-coded by deficiency, like VitaRed or VitaGreen for vitamin A, iron, and calcium. Please feel free to take the package and the tracker back with you. Give it a try. Let me know what you think. And I'll leave you with this product sheet for greater detail. Thanks again for taking the time to meet with me today. I'll follow up in a few days to see what you thought of the sample and answer any questions if you got them. And I'll send along the information about our shipment containers and delivery timelines as you requested. Good luck with the rest of your meetings today.
A good performance is about what you say and how you say it. Write it down. Practice. Record yourself and make adjustments. You'll project a positive image of you and your company, one that shows your audience you'll make a solid business partner. If you follow these best practices and present with confidence and energy, you'll make your first impression count and ensure your pitch is remembered. You know your business. Turn that knowledge into 15 minutes of high energy information and you'll make sure your buyers know it too. Good luck on your road to success.